Hey guys, and welcome back to Quality Shot. Now, before we get straight into this, as we always do for the roundups for the US Open, I want to say one thing. First of all, thank you very much for the support that you guys have been giving. It's been fantastic. Please do remember, though, to smash the like button to this video. It really does help us out. I can see a lot of people watching the videos who are not liking the videos or subscribing. Please do. It does help us out. I do appreciate it. You're legends for doing so. Right, let's get straight into this then. Enough of that. Right, so Brooksby versus Fritz, the all-American affair. Now, I was watching a little bit of this. Brooksby, obviously 6'4", he's been compared to like Murray and other kind of counter punchers, I guess, of our time. And Taylor Fritz, I mean, he's been in some good form. And he's, again, a dangerous player. So a very tight affair for those first three sets. You can see Brooksby actually losing the first set. Then the second set, I mean, you look at that, the tiebreak won 12-10 by Brooksby. You just think if Brooksby loses that second set, probably the match goes a very different way potentially. But managed to come through in 4 sets. Very good win for him. Sock against Bublik, I actually think I said Jack Sock will come through. It could be wrong. But Sock came through in 5 sets. So another very, very tight game there. We've actually been seeing quite a few 5-setters, which we will go through as well. So I think it's only good. And some of the matchups for round 3 are just incredible. Like, cannot wait. So, but let's not get ahead of myself. We'll get to that. Right, Sinner versus Vader, 6-3, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4. Good to see Sinner come through, dropping a set. We've seen a lot of people dropping sets on a tiebreak, to be fair, if they do drop a set. That happens. I think with the courts being slightly quicker this year as well, serving, there's more of a premium on the serve. And if someone's serving well, then it's quite hard to break them. And then the tiebreak is a lottery, let's be honest, for the most part even. Nishikori versus McDonald. Nishikori coming through in 5 sets. He'll face Novak Djokovic in the next round. So interesting one there. Djokovic has got a superior head-to-head record against Nishikori, but Nishikori was able to beat him. I think it was a 2014, US Open when he made the final and lost to Cilic. So you never know. Never know. Lloyd Harris versus Escobedo. I mean, Lloyd Harris has been on fantastic form. The first round win against Hatchnell was so impressive. To come through here in straight sets, he'll be happy about, because he wouldn't have wanted to have had back-to-back 5-setters or a 5-setter, and even a 4-setter. I think he wanted a slightly easier match. Of course, 6-4, 6-4 is not the easiest possible route, but to come through in straight sets, he would have been happy. Gael Monfils came through. Good to see that. He's been in some good form as well, winning in 4 sets, and he will face a Yannick Sinner, if I'm not mistaken, in the third round. What a match that will be. Kudla versus Otter. Otter, by the way, serving the highest. He has served the biggest serve of the US Open so far, the quickest, at 151 miles per hour. Now, is it just me? But I remember seeing that Wimbledon against Murray, and I don't remember him having a particularly big serve. I think he was serving at maybe like 130 miles per hour, which is big, right? But it's not 151 miles per hour. Now, that is absolutely insane. And I didn't see the match that he played against Sonego, which, by the way, was a really good win for Otter. But he came through against Kudler as well. He's making a little run here. Very, very impressive for the German. Let's see what you can do. Seppi versus Hakac, a big upset there. I mean, Hakac you would expect on this surface. You know, he's won at Miami, which is a similar surface to this. To lose in 4 sets will be disappointing, considering he took the first set 6-2 as well. And to then lose, you know, a break in each set and then a tiebreaker, he will be thinking, you know what, just a couple of points here and there, and I've won that match. So a disappointment for him, I'm sure. Zverev, I watched that match. Only dropped 4 games, and to be honest with you, he looks in phenomenal form. Yes, a couple of double faults in the first set, but no sign of the actual yips that we've seen from him in the past, and he just looks really, really in tune, dialed in, and looks like someone who is willing to go to the well, really. And I think if he goes deep, which you would expect, I think, it's going to be dangerous. He's going to be dangerous. I think his projected route is to meet Djokovic in the semi-finals, and he may be the biggest threat to Djokovic or Medvedev, but I think it's hard to look past those two, to be fair. And I wouldn't be super surprised if they do beat Djokovic, but obviously Djokovic is still the favourite. Ivashka versus Papitzel came through in straight set 6-3, 6-4, 7-5. Basilashvili beating Cressy in straights as well. Berrettini coming through in 4 sets against Mute. Good win for Berrettini. We'll be hoping for a straight set win in the next round, I'm sure, Berrettini. Karatsev against Thompson now. This is a very good win from Karatsev. Came from 2 sets to love down to win in 5. Good to see Karatsev doing well. Let's see how he does in the next few rounds. Hopefully, I'm hoping he gets through them because he is a very talented player. And, the first half of the year showed that. Opelka versus Musetti, a huge server in Opelka versus a very talented youngster in Musetti. The Italians are making the charge, aren't they? Now, the first set, Musetti served really well. I think he was actually out-serving Opelka, which is incredible. Didn't actually have to save any break points. Opelka had to save 3. Musetti then, though, unfortunately, just losing that tiebreaker 7-1, so completely outplayed the tiebreaker. Then losing 7-5, 6-4 to the big American, and he makes the charge here. Musetti, though, a lot to take from that. Looks very talented, and I'm sure he'll be hoping to do even better and go one further come the Australian Open. Tsitsipas winning in 4 sets, dropped a set against Manarino, the tiebreaker that happens, but then bageling him in the 4th set. Savage from him. Schwartzman, Anderson, 7-6, 6-3, 6-4. So good win for Schwartzman. I think it's worth noting, and to be honest with you, I didn't watch the Tsitsipas Manarino match, but there's some people saying, he's doing the bathroom break. I think we need to clarify something here because some people have been saying it in the comments to some of the previous videos, and I think, let's be honest, the bathroom breaks are not giving him any advantage per se, in the sense that it's not the reason why he's winning. He's winning because he's a superior player on the day. That is a fact. Let's just be real about it. Whether he's bending the rules, etc., we don't know because we can't see what he's doing in the toilet, right? So I think we just need to kind of get on with it, to be fair. Right, so let's then go to today's Shapovalov winning in 3 sets, 7-6, 6-3, 6-love. Djokovic winning in straights as well, 6-2, 6-3, 6-2. Thank you to everyone who joined me for the Djokovic Great Sport live stream. The ones that I've been working really late, trying to do the ones at midnight, past midnight. And that's a couple of times now with a Djokovic one where I've got through about the first set or so, because he's always on at midnight. And then I'm just dozing off. I'm so shattered. So I had to come off because I couldn't fall asleep on the live stream. But thank you to those who did drop in. I'm going to be hoping to do potentially Tsitsipas Alcaraz, and that's a fantastic matchup, which we're about to go into. And I want to do that. So Great Sport, obviously, just not good enough, really. Djokovic played a lot better, I thought, than the first round. 13 aces, 5 double faults still, but that's not horrendous. 64% first serve and 80% win on the first serve percentage. So good stuff from him. Laxinen, go to White. Let's go through this. Laxinen for me. Popper and Evans. I'm going to go Evans. I'm going to back the Brit. Medvedev, Andahar, Medvedev for sure. Tsitsipas, Alcaraz. I'm going to go. So tough, Alcaraz is a damn good player. Do not underestimate him. Played against Medvedev in Wimbledon, and he looked good. I mean, the only thing is the serve, which is a bit underpowered. He is like a baby Nadal, is a right-handed version, and I don't know. Am I going to go bold? I'm going to go Alcaraz for the upset. That is absolutely crazy. I just have a feeling that he might have a style that Tsitsipas doesn't like, but we shall see. I think how Alcaraz holds up against the serve of Tsitsipas and his forehand is going to be the key battle, to be honest with you. But let's see. Van der Zandschulp against Bagnis. I'm going to go Bagnis, Malkin, Schwartzman. Going to go Schwartzman. And then we can look at the roundups the matches, the evening matches. RBA versus FA. Such a good match, by the way. Love to cover this one, but again, I'll probably fall asleep in it. I'm going to go FA, but it's a 50. That's a coin toss, genuinely. Rublev, TFO, another coin toss, in my opinion. TFO has been playing great. Rublev also playing well in Cincinnati, but TFO just has all the weapons. I'm going to go Rublev, but with no certainty, to be fair. Again, a coin toss for me. Right, let's then look at the women's singles. So Rogers beating Cersei. I actually thought Cersei would win that in straight sets, but Rogers came through instead. Kerber beating Kalinina even in straight sets. Pegula beating Doi in straight. Kvitova beating Pliskova. That's Pliskova's sister, so not the number 4 ranked seed, but her twin sister, beating her 7-4, 6-2. Minen beating Samsonova in straight, 6-4, 6-4. Barty beating Towson, good win for the number 1 seed. She looks really, really strong. And I think Barty can potentially play Raducanu in the last 16 if they both get through their next rounds. Wow, that would be crazy. But Dosa losing to Gracheva, that's a big upset. Yeah, it's a big upset, to be fair. I do like how Badosa plays. Bencic Trevisan, Bencic coming through, the Olympic gold medalist. Pavlyuchenkova beating Shmailova 6-2, 5-7, 6-2. Swiatek, a little bit of problems with Ferro, but coming through, then bageling her in the third set. Sriwas Tomo coming through in straight sets as I predicted. And Kontaveit beating Teichmann in straights. Raducanu, I watched that. She looks so good at the moment. Look, I mean, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, and I don't think Brit should. I don't think she's a threat to win the title, but if she can potentially make the fourth round, or even potentially, go stretch and go to quarterfinal, I think it's a huge tournament for her. So she just looks really solid, and the timing that she manages to find on her racket is just sublime. Like, genuinely, all-round game as well. Like, there's not a huge amount that you can look at and think those are glaring weaknesses. So she's got a really good base to build upon. Sakari Siniakova 6-4, 6-2, and Stevens, I think, did we go through this? Maybe. No, we didn't. Beating Goff in straights. That was going on, I think, when we did the last roundup. Tomjanovic versus Martic. Good win for Tomjanovic. Pliskova beating Anisimiova. That's 3 really tight sets. 1 break of serve, it looks there. And 6-7, 7-6. So interesting. And Andreescu coming through against Davis. So Andreescu has never lost a match at the US Open because she's only played the 2019 one, if I'm not mistaken, missed the 2021. And obviously she's playing here in 2021. So until she loses, she is unbeaten and got a championship to her name. Not bad, eh? Rybakina and Halep, I'm going to go. It really depends on how Halep looks, I think, injury-wise, because she looks like she's carrying something a little bit. I'm going to go for the upset, Rybakina. Azarenka Muguruza, I'm going to go Azarenka. I think she's just so good when it comes to this time of the year. Krejcikova, Rakimova even. Krejcikova for me. Svitolina, Kasatkina. I'm going to go Svitolina, but it could go either way. I'm pretty sure Kasatkina beat Svitolina. It was in the French Open potentially, sometime this year on the slams. Kerber Stevens. I'm actually going to go Stevens. I think she's been playing really well. Kerber, though, I could easily beat her, to be fair. She's seeded as well. Mertens Jabeur. I'm going to go Jabeur. I think I'm probably a bit biased. I really love the way she plays. And then the 2 matches later on, Fernandez, Osaka for me. And then Sabalenka Collins. That'll be a tough one for Sabalenka because Collins will have the crown behind her. But you'd have to go with the seed Sabalenka, the second seed Sabalenka even. Right, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. Do check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All the links to our social media in the description of this video, and also the links on our YouTube as well. If you go hover over the banner, you can see all the links and it'll take you straight to there. Also, we are on Patreon. The link's in the description and also on the banner as well. Please do check it out if you don't mind, just because it does help us to grow. We obviously are only here because of you guys and your support. So any help towards the channel is greatly appreciated. And you can become a Patreon as little as £1 a month. And there's some cool perks there. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. That happens. But if it is, then fantastic. And maybe there's something there to your liking. Cool. Thank you very much, guys.